All right, guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you made it by. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a Forex trader here to help you understand the market from an Elliott Wave perspective. It is July the 9th, 2023, and it's time for a live stream, but I'm finishing up the last leg of a family vacation. Not going to be able to be live tonight, but I have been horrible about letting you guys know. And we've had no internet, no internet access to speak of where we have been. It's been horrible. There's just no way I can live stream. But I'm back to normal next week. Lord willing, I will be back to normal next week, and we'll be live streaming on Sunday night charts as normal. But now, let me just show you what I'm seeing here in the charts, just to watch out for. Just to pay attention to as the market is moving. Okay, what I've been expecting for the last several weeks, and the market's just been going what we call sideways, but it's actually been making a structure. So here, let's just clear all the things off the chart here, and look at what's happening up in here. Basically, what we've been paying attention to is what jumps out to me as far as wave structure is concerned. We have a very clear three-wave move right there, which that's an important thing to identify. Another thing to identify here is another three-wave move. We got a W, we got an X, and we have a Y wave right there. And that second three-wave move took out the first three-wave move, and then it was followed by a straight-up move, impulse wave. Okay, which generally speaking, guys, that's the formula for a flat. We've been considering this as a possibility, as this could be a flat. Okay, now if that's the case, what is that doing in the large thing? Well, that would be A, that would be B, and this would be the C wave. Okay, now this has been flagging out. We've been kind of waiting for a spike to the high. It just never seems to want to really spike with what this is doing. So I've been looking for a spike to the high. I'm waiting for kind of a move to the upside. I've been looking for a spike to the high, followed by, if possible, a move to the downside. That's kind of what I've been looking for, and what that would be over the larger Elliott structure world would be three waves right there, and then this entire flat right there would take out that top, and this would be the formation of a larger expanded flat, in which case we're kind of looking to abandon the count that I've been talking about potentially. And we talked about this about 2 weeks ago, how this looks much more like a flat working up here at the top. We'd look for this leg to come on down here in three waves. Okay, so a real possibility in the market that we're really paying attention to and still considering is a nosedive back down to the lows down here. It could even take the lows out, okay? Which I think if the market did something like that, guys, I think the entire market would get so bearish, everybody would be crying death to the crypto. And then all of a sudden, what you've got here, and this is where you've got to be careful. If we get a plummet down to these regions down here, you have to understand that in the grand scheme of things, and in the larger wave structure, see if I can get this to pop up. There it is. This in and of itself could be a larger three-wave move, where you have this being a flat right there to there, and then you have the flat that I just drew right there. And so that becomes A, that becomes B, and then we get a C wave back to the upside. That's when we get a move back to the upside, taking out these levels that we've been talking about, 50K. So this wave structure seems to be pointing more to this idea, maybe, than going straight up from here. Now, is it still possible that price could go straight up from here? Could we get a pump and it just keeps going up to the 50K like I've been talking about for the last several months? I mean, yes, it can, but the way the wave is moving, I'm more inclined to that count that I just gave you, though. You know, it's not a guarantee. Now, what else could this be doing? Well, I mean, again, we've been talking about this for quite a while here. That this could be, come on, there we go, 3, and then some kind of really ugly impulse working right here. Really ugly impulse wave working. right there. So this thing could, I imagine, start pumping out of here. And it would have to look something like that for me to like it much, okay? But that would be a little too big and a little too extended for my liking, but I suppose it's still possible and still on the table. So a move like that is still on the table, guys, a straight up move. But I want you to be aware. So we're at a critical moment, right? We're at a critical moment where this thing could pop up and then come down and come and retest these lows and then go back up in 5 or 3 waves to the upside, or this thing could pop, finish 3-way pullback, and then continue again. All right. There's any number of things, or this thing could just pump from where it is and pull back and continue. So it's hard to say what the market's going to do, but Bitcoin has that kind of look that it could go up or down for now. The market makers have done a very, very good job at that. But my bias up to my idea up for the larger, straight up move, I don't like that as much as I like the flat that I showed you, where you get a 3-wave move here, a 3-wave move here that may or may not be done, and then we get a 5-wave move down to the downside. And when this move starts, okay, it's gonna get some velocity to the downside. Okay, so could this be ready to come on down now? I think it could, but I'm more inclined to. I'm still waiting for a pop. I'm still waiting for a pop to the high, very quickly, and then a rejection, and then a continuation move. Give me 5 waves to the downside. That would be my ideal. Something like that, very deep. Something come very deep down, not retrace 90% of this move to the upside. And then we'd look for a continuation move after that. So that's my favorite count. Whether that count plays or not, time will tell. Okay, let's take a peek at Ethereum here, guys. Just very quickly, just do a quick view of the market. Just see if there's anything we can see that's helping us here. Okay, I mean the hidden bullish divergence that we see, the hidden bull on the chart is very strong on Ethereum. So a move back to the upside on a wave to the upside is in the works, coming, but that doesn't mean we can't get a move down first. But there's hidden bullish divergence down here where you can see we're closing up down here, whereas if we come down and finish that, something like that, it's hidden bull right there. We made a lower low in the RSI, higher low in price. That's hidden. It's hidden bull. Okay, how would I see what's going on here? Well, this is pretty ridiculous, to be honest with you. This is a fairly challenging wave. I like this as 3 here, 3 maybe there, and then 5 is finished. In which case, this is working its way down. We should get a pullback and a continuation to the downside. So Ethereum has a look and says, hey, I might be done, I might be finished, and I'm currently in a trend to the downside. That's possible for Bitcoin as well, but I would love to see that hit to the high. It seems to make more sense for the wave structure. Okay, though Ethereum looks like it's about done. Let's take a peek at ADA as well. Just kind of run through the charts and see what they're all showing. We're on the 4-hour chart here. We have come and taken this low. We've got a rebound here. What is this thing doing? That's my son over there. He's coughing, and that's okay. But I'm in a camper right now making this happen. All right, what is this guy doing? Well, it looks like ADA wants to take the low again. We'll have to see if we get a bounce off of this area back to the upside, or is this going to break this and come on down for a lower move? Man, this wave structure is not helpful, but all right. So what we've got here is 3. Now this could be the beginning of a move to the downside. And if that's a move to the downside, this could be some kind of an ending diag of some kind, maybe. Where you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the end of the day. Yeah, that's a hard wave structure. That's not telling me a whole lot here, guys, but I can see that break into the downside, or I can see it break into the upside. I could totally see this turn into the upside and going up kind of big. Kind of the way this one did right here, where we kind of revved up and then boom. Kind of revving up, boom. Let's get a nice big wave to the upside. That would correlate with a hit to the high. A hit to the high that I'm expecting in Bitcoin. But we'll see. I'm not, the ADA is not showing me a whole lot there. Let's look at the DXY, guys. What's the DXY doing? DXY, it looks like, on the higher time frames, looks like it's making some kind of a triangle. See, looks like it's making some kind of a triangle. Where you got A, B, C, D, E. It's not fantastic, but could be a wave 4 triangle, in which case that's going to take us down to the downside. And if that does that, guys, if it takes us down, if that's a wave 4 triangle, if we got some kind of a 5-wave impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we get 5 down. That's down for DXY. That's up for the markets. Okay, and so that might correlate with a Bitcoin move to the upside, which if Bitcoin wants to break out to the upside, it totally can. It totally can. I'm looking for a pump and then maybe a dump, or a pump and a continuation. So that's kind of where we are in the market, guys. It's not real clear. It's not real plain. And you have to know that anything is possible. And I've shown you some counts for both bearish and bullish ideas. But for the smaller time frame on the hourly chart or so, I would expect to see a move that's going to break these highs. I would expect to see a move that's going to take these highs out. Okay. Now, what happens when we take these highs out? Do we just take them out and then reject and then continue down and let or is this just done from here? We're going to come on down, and then finally the other possibility here is that this just goes up, takes the highs and much more, and does it quickly. So I'm open to something like this. The market can do that if she wants to. Is she going to? I don't know. But we need to see things get into place right now. The market is moving super slow. Super slow. So my favorite idea up to this point is I'm looking for a spike to the high. That would be followed by a 3-wave move or a 5-wave move to the downside. So yeah. All right, guys, that's where I've got to leave you. It's just hard to say what she's going to do. My favorite count, the way to look at this wave structure is boom, boom, boom. That's kind of what I'm waiting to see. I would love to get one more hit to the high and then rejection. If you get a rejection that takes this low out, that's going to be good for this count. I would love to see a spike and a move quickly to hit this area, break these lows, consolidate. So let's see what happens. All right, that's my wish for the market. You guys have a great night. The markets aren't clear, aren't plain, but we could be getting a dump or a pump here. But man, I'll tell you what, they're moving the markets awful slow, awful slow. So if you need help in the markets, you want to see some daily interaction with the wave structure, keeping track of this stuff, love to have you in our Discord. Would love to have you in there. But I'm back to normal here Tuesday. We're driving home. So we'll be back to normal in life in general on Tuesday. So hopefully later on this week I'll get a couple more videos out, and we'll see if we can definitely get Sunday night charts going on Sunday night. All right, with that said, y'all have a fantastic evening. Let's watch and see what happens in this range. Watching for a pump and a dump here. That's the main idea, or a pump and continuation. Pump, find support, and then continuation. So let's see what happens here. All right, y'all have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.